Balance the fire skin condition. Soothe and calm irritated, sensitive, allergic skin. Restore balance to red, blotchy, overheated skin. Fire is a quantum energetic line capable of balancing feelings of hurt, jealousy, frustration, or over the top expression of joy. It's joy in balance. Fire encourages active yang energy of energetic summer. Apply fire feeder to the small intestine and heart zones on the face. Apply fire yogi body gel wherever body and skin need soothing. Soothe, calm, and balance skin with naturally colored red clay mask, naturally red from iron oxide. For balanced well being, live in harmony with the energetic season when it arrives, regardless of apparent weather conditions. Remember, if your skin is already in balance, taking into account what is normal for your age and the here and now, then now is the time to use skin and hair care from the Fire line. Thanks for tuning in. Follow for more. In the meantime, visit www.tanyad.tv/Fido5.
Inshallah and Ashe. I'll just multi-streaming here, checking out all my sources. But welcome to Friday's live show, Divination Style. It's a fantastic Friday. I sure hope so. So why the elementals? In traditional Chinese medicine, within the Chinese elemental theory, the elements really outline the connection between not just nature and the human body, but the heavenly universe and the frequencies there, along with the elemental plane. But within the theory, that's kind of how, at least in my point of view, we kind of have a foundation, a layout of these various themes, whether it's the movement of our body through Qigong or the martial arts. I'm thinking like of Kung Fu or something like that. Feng Shui, which is wind and water. And there's also like Feng Shui of the home, the environment, but also Feng Shui of the body. And over 20 years ago, through the realm of vision, I literally had a waking vision, like a dream. I was awake, totally awake, driving physically down the road. And I kept seeing this slumbering white dragon. And the dragon in my mind's eye, the vision, it would get up. It was kind of slumbering, and then it would fall down again for the entire drive for like 10 minutes. I kept seeing this dragon kind of waking and slumbering and moving around, and it was a white dragon. And then I finally got to my then business, ironically called Beauty and the Beast. I'm not even kidding. Why? Well, I saw everyone as beautiful, and my intention was to bring the beauty that resides within to the outer world, getting out of the darkness, the ghost in the darkness, and just really shining our gift and our purpose out into the world for all the stars to glimmer and see. But anywho, how does one sustain and maintain beauty, health, wellness, art, artistry, etc.? I find through the elementals, being in divine alignment with your personal elemental structure, your choreography. And it really does go beyond just the 5 elements and into the galaxy, the elements of the stars, the planets, far-reaching galaxies, dimensions, and so much more. But the Chinese really saw the world through cycles, seasons, energies, temperatures, color, mountain stars, water stars. I mean, the list goes on, and so much more. However, when in harmony and in perfect balance, in alignment, it's kind of what I do with the weekly snippet on YouTube. I share about the 4 pillars of the day for the week. And you can actually go watch that on YouTube and tune in weekly. But I did want to bring in the elementals for today, the day pillar, if you will, on this fantastic Friday. Let me see if I can figure out my screen here. I should have set this up a little better, but we'll go there. So I do have my shells out. However, today in the 4 pillars, today is a metal snake day. I guess you can't see that as great as I'd hoped. However, it's a metal snake day in a earth snake month, the earth pillar, between the two, each of those. So we have a metal snake day, a yin metal in the heavenly frequency. That's what that means, which is associated also with the planet Venus. And what is Venus doing this weekend? Venus is merging, um, dancing in intimate connection with Uranus. So Venus awakens our appreciation for beauty, luxury. And I find most metal, especially yin metal day masters, are generally in the aesthetic or beauty industries. They're making things aesthetically pleasing, whether it's the beauty of the home, the body, your wardrobe, the artist of beauty. It could be skincare, cosmetics. But with having today two snakes in the day and the month pillar, snakes to me are like Mowgli in the Jungle Book, getting serenaded, if you will. But with these two snakes on the day and the month, our energy today is like quick fire snake energy, like transformation, quick like fire, lighting a match, being on the move, places to go, people to see, being flexible with our time, our schedule. As this energy of these two snakes can also be unpredictable with two traveling stars, along with, by the way, Mercury, our mind, in a square with Pluto, which is innovating our frequency, energy, vibration. Being that the snake is a fire sign, the snake also represents the energy of period 9, which is a 20-year cycle. Let me get rid of that and slide over here. I'm not really probably going to find exactly what I want. I hope this is it. Okay, great. 20-year cycle, period 9 is the south. It's the Lee triagram. We just transitioned into this fire elemental, the beginning of the year. So those of you that are part of the Origins Revolution, my online mini series, probably know a little bit more about what I'm talking about. But this year has really literally been like a kickoff year with Pluto and period 9. These elements, they are all in the choreography of the cosmic soup. But period 9 and the fire triagram, the I Ching, the age of 9 even, I would even go and bring in the number 9 as well, highlighting the importance of cultivating more joy in our day-to-day world, our life, our inner world, staying in the higher vibration of light. I would even bring in sound and radiating our light, our brilliance for all the world to see. People are going to try and dim your light. However, I think it's just elevating. There's just no way. In period 9. So the more we follow our passions, our things that ignite our passion and allow our heart, our sun to be really our guiding light, the more we open ourselves to more magic and miracles and otherworldly insights. And I bring this up being a snake day in the snake month. It's really a great day to really initiate or start something new, like a new project, new job, new habit, new attitude, something to glimmer. So the metal snake signals a time of major, majestic transformation and change, which I love. Who doesn't love change? And snakes in the divination are kind of the same thing. I bring that up. But change is happening, and it's happening very quickly, instantaneously. So you may feel as if you are entering into an entirely new world. Everything feels new to us. So embrace the process, embrace the transformation. We are literally shedding things that are no longer in alignment with, I would say, our spirit and our soul. And the planets are actually in alignment with this as well. The snake, again, is in the southeast, so it's a great month to cleanse the southeast area of your home and activate that area, releasing things, smudge or burn incense before and also after, especially if you don't get that area finished or cleansed. In my case, I'm still continuing the removal of all the things that are no longer in soul service. Maybe they never have been. Maybe they need a new home. Somebody else could use them. Anywho, that's kind of where that's coming from. And for those of you that joined me earlier today for Spill the Tea, the replay is in the Shamanic Healing Academy, as always. That's where the replays kind of get to hang out in their little storage container in that library. Just knowing that we are infinite energy, 100% infinity beyond. But when we filter our energy, when we transform our energy, we only have really one energy when we're starting to filter through that. through usually our belief systems, beliefs that are in harmony or balance, in alignment with our true self. When we experience a sensation called joy, usually the joy molecules percolating, love, passion, insight, stuff like that, excitement, so on and so forth. We all have this. But when we filter the same energy through a belief system that's out of alignment with our core self, I'll say, our core star, our God spot, when we experience that, the same energy in the sensation, we could call it fear, which fear says it's really false evidence affecting our reality, which says in alignment that we are not in the flow or alignment of our gift and our purpose. Water. Fear is part of water. So, in saying that, fear could be an asset, an ally, a friend that is really telling us or saying, hey, you're filtering your energy through a belief system that we prefer not to be in alignment with. So it's bringing it to our attention to literally bridge the gap. So through I want to say through becoming friends with our fear, the mechanics of it, the algorithm of it, what that means is that you have a misalignment, a belief, and what you prefer in your heart, in your core, that you are. There's something like a quagmire, something's like poking the bear. That's kind of what it feels like. So the fear, the false evidence affecting our reality, is like somebody knocking on the door. Sometimes that's my fear. I'm live and somebody's knocking on the door saying or sending us a message, a signal that we have a belief that doesn't really, it's not in alignment. It's not working for us. It's been kind of a fear of delivery in our algorithm, our broadcast system, the sound barrier. So really accessing and acknowledging, allowing fear to be your ally, thanking the fear, giving the fear, the energy it needs, addressing it, and then going forward and just enjoying our magical day. Now that we're no longer afraid or fearing that energy frequency, because we now know fear brings us information that we need to be more of who we are, is basically where I'm going with that. So we can do this with all the things, whether it's blame, shame, disgust, etc. It's like, what do we fear? Fear is part of the elemental of water, laughter, joy, fire, love as well, courage, metal, happiness, earth, kindness, wood. And often I find kindness is seen as a weakness. I think that happens a lot. People take advantage of that. So then we need boundaries, just saying. Different flavors for different ingredients and folks. Rituals, I prescribe rituals from the otherworldly medicine cabinet. I do myself some kind of ritual every day in some fantastic way. I just want to show you. Let's go there. This here is my money bowl. I have a variety of things in there. I also work with predominantly the bay leaves, rice, crystals, sugar, coins. There's all kinds of fun things in here. Bay leaves always, which brings me to what I wanted to say. But I usually do my rituals mostly at night. I do follow the moon's energies, not the sun's as a lunar being. But the blessing bowls, gratitude bowls, I tend to kind of feel into whichever one needs some love. This one I just did. It still feels juicy to me. I don't have one around me that doesn't feel juicy. But often, most of the time, I also use bay leaves. I guess I'll go over here. Bay leaves. I generally buy them fresh. I do use dried ones if need be. I have both. But mostly I work with bay leaves and I draw runes on those or on candles, just depending. But what I do, and I just put an old one in the in the shrine over here. It's going to get recycled. Ooh, I think I like that one actually. I kind of pay attention to what rune I really like. Not going to lie. You can use a red pin. You can use dry bay leaves, natural ones. I actually found bay leaf powder, which is fantastic for different rituals. It kind of adds more of a punch to the spice to any ritual, I'll say. Truly is fantastic, amazing to see the power of placing a bay leaf, whether it's on your phone for one, or a bay leaf. A bay leaf is a leaf of success and abundance, and carrying it with us always, whether it's through your phone, which that's kind of what I'm going to do. Oh, there it is. Or place it in your wallet to help you attract more luck, abundance, money, vibrancy, all the things. But not only does it invite, it's like the invitation to invoke positive energy into our world, into our life, but it also acts as a shield against negativity, envy, all the lower frequency stuff. And again, I buy fresh bay leaves. Usually I buy 3 at a time or 4, but you can use dried ones as well. But I draw the rune Fehu on mine, as I'm going to move my little guy over there. And Fehu, so I'm going to draw Fehu on here. I draw Fehu pretty much on anything. It looks upside down, but it's kind of upside right in my world. Just saying. But Fehu on the bay leaf, or literally candles. I usually activate the candles with different essential oils and herbs and all the things. But Fehu too is a rune of prosperity and abundance. So it's like once you put it out there into the consciousness or the algorithm to activate this energy, this amulet, this ritual, the first thing you want to do is kind of blow on the room. So it's kind of like, to me, it's like a gentle whisper to activate it, to invoke, and also say words. And you have to like come in with like a sensation of feeling, and faith is a feeling, like an unwavering belief. That's why I brought up fear. And really feeling it in your bones, and speak into the leaf as you blow into it, and you just speak, I activate you to be my personal lucky charm, to open my path, to bring me many opportunities, to multiply my money. And then I always like to say, so it is, I said so, I felt so, I command it. So it is. It just is. And you have like an inner knowing. And then what you want to do is, this one is going to go under my phone cover. And then I just put it on the back side of my phone and hold it in my hand, and there it is, or your wallet, or wherever you go. So the magic is working with you like you always know it. And it's like opening doors and attracting abundance into your life. So that's just one of the fantastic things that we can do if you are, or if you're into online businesses, online sales, people calling you, texting you, appointments online, it kind of activates that. So hopefully my intention is to know that you'll likely notice an increase in your bottom line, your sales figures, also plants in your home, feng shui your home, your body, same thing. Approach rituals really organically with faith as well. With faith, really, so you're kind of bear witness to these otherworldly results that can happen for us as well. Remarkable ones. And when you do this, you always want to, like for myself, when I wake up in the morning and I see somebody scheduled a divination, or even just subscribe to my email list, I'm always thanking God, universe, and being in authentic flow and gratitude, and just a wishing well, a wishing tree. Every time I get an online sale, a session, I literally say that out loud and just thank the universe for working out in my favor. Even if it's somebody, like I said, subscribing to my newsletter, whatever that is, it's like opening up the door to the greater and the gooder, and just thanks for showing up to this or better. That's kind of what I do. It's just this open door, kind of endless possibilities in the algorithm. So that's kind of where I'm going with all of that. So who's ready for a mini divination? You know the scroll. You gotta comment into the chat for me to move the shells for you. Let me move that out of the way. I feel like I got a lot going on here as well. Does anybody want to comment? If you're nervous for a mini divination, full disclosure, if I feel like you need a private session, I'm just going to say so. That's kind of what I do. Even when I do group divinations, because I'll have people come, for so many peoples at a time. Sometimes I just announce that in the beginning because I don't want to address open a can of worms. So there is that. I am going to put my bay leaf here because I do have my phone for just in casers. If you're live over here to see, oh, I guess it's having issues. Well, that's fantastic. Everything's fantastic. So again, you have to comment for me to read the shells. And if you are commenting and I can't see, apologies for that. But I do have the screen open. Let's see. It is showing me strangeness. So, okay, well, I'm not seeing anybody with a comment. So that's great. No worries. No worries. I find people are a little nervous. That happens. But just know this weekend is a great weekend for manifesting your dreams. We have a lot of energies besides the snakes. We also have some planetary action, some otherworldly outside of us action. I think people are going to be opening up to, I'm going to just call it a new algorithm, something different, something more spacious, something more fluid, some more innovation, something not of this world coming into this world. Probably makes other people see you as crazy, but we are leveling up our vibration. I literally had a vision. This one was kind of cool. So I work with light, I work with sound on the body for healing, but I was like, what if we use that same, when they hook you up to the heart situation, but we worked with the same frequencies and hooked up the body to a sound frequency to literally clean off all the debris, the sound debris in a mechanism. The reason I say that is I've been listening to on YouTube different sound frequencies, sleep frequencies at night, because I haven't got my outdoor patio set up, which hopefully this weekend that'll happen. And if you don't know, I sleep outside all summer long. I love the sound of nature and crickets and whatnot. But that's obviously changing. So there is that. Anywho, as I'm a rambling agent of change, I can see a couple people are tuned in, but you got to comment if you want me to move the shells on your behalf. Or I can just do them for the weekend scroll. But yeah, this is a great time to invoke what your heart desires. The reason being is this energy is going to be for the whole weekend into the full moon, is activating into the future for 20 years on top of this period 9 and Pluto. So there's a lot of higher elevated frequencies that are kind of getting initiated, is kind of how I feel that for each and every one of us. I'm going to change this in case somebody does want a divination. Just saying. So I'm going to go here, here, and there. Okay. Well, it's a little sideways, but as long as I can read them, who cares? Right? So again, you got to comment if you're curious as I'm watching here live streaming. Or I can just do a weekend scroll. So I'll affirm the magical being I am. I'll affirm my gatekeepers, my guides, my ancestors, the Wetamays, the Cantomblays, the genies, the Wada, and so much more. The Great Spirit, the Oneness, the Snake, the Metal Snake, that I may be a conduit to deliver the message for the weekend roll. And with that, I say Ashe. Whew. Okay, here we go. So it looks like we need to work on our communication. When we need to get into the flow of life, there's something blocking us. Feels like a fear. Maybe there's some anger inside of us that needs to be addressed as well. Like speak to your anger, speak to your fear. Maybe we need to do some cleansing rituals around our invocations so we can really see ourselves. Affirmations, actually that's affirmations. Our affirmations will become manifestations. So be careful with words. Be devoted to your own spirit, your own heart, what your heart wants first. Lead with your own personal joy and bring that in, and your own platform. Like literally, this is like connecting to your own spirit, what you look like on the other side, your Sarah, your higher self, and acknowledging all the your spirit team, your guides, your gatekeepers, animal totems, all the things, assisting with your medicine there. But the fear, we got to go to water. Water is the conduit to help us get into the flow and have better communication, inside voice, outside voice. We're also going to have some kind of an initiation, a wake up call that's actually on the other side of that. It's going to make us wise and get us flowing through to transform. But this is all being like induced through the spirit world, dreams initiated. But in the end, we're going to know where we belong. We're going to come home to our own magical fortress, more organized and more intuitive and more gifted. But this kind of reminds me of telepathy, actually. Yeah, some telepathic, clairaudient kind of conversation. We get clear about the transmission of the algorithm. Anywho, that's kind of what I see there into the weekend. So again, if you're curious about cowrie shell divinations and want to have a private session, I think I do have the link there. But either way, as always, for sure make it fantastic. And I'll see you next Friday. And once again, Spill the Tea is it's in the highway on the Shamanic Killing Academy. That's where I host all the replays and keep them there. So I'll see you on the other side. Ashe, blessings.